Margaret Kavuma is a poultry farmer in Tiribogo in PG district. She earns her monthly income from small-scale farming, which she has done for the last 3 years. By their nature, these chicks demand that there must be enough light supply for them to grow better. And when she started rearing her chickens, she depended solely on a lamp to provide heat for her birds. This, she says, was very expensive considering that her income is limited.
Amafuta gabbeeyi ate gaba gagenda nnyo naye kati bwe tuba tuyina ettaala amafuta tuba tetugagula.
But a friend told her that she could switch to a better form of lighting. The alternative choice was not only rare, it was, in her words, unheard of. Electricity from Maize Cobs.
Nawe n'oba obeera gwe toyinza kikkiriza nga tonnaba kirabako. Naye twamala kirabako nga kituufu ebikongolyo bivaamu amasannyalaze nga era amasannyalaze amalala bwe gali era n'ag'ebikongolyo bwe gali.
The economic activity in PG district is largely farming, especially maize growing. This was therefore an opportunity that the Sustainable Renewable Business Energies in Uganda chanced upon to support environmental conservation.
We basically looked at maize cob. It was a waste that people just, when you eat maize, you just throw away the cob in your garden. So we told them this is an opportunity. The waste can actually be turned into energy.
For 2 years, the people of Tiribogo have benefited from the project worth $90,000, whose idea is from India. Over 60 homes in this area are now connected to the power supply. Pamoja Energy Limited has been responsible for running the off-grid power plant.
When we did a survey, we found we could cover 108 families, but we were limited in funds to build a grid to cover all the 108.
The generation of electricity using Maize Cobs was set up as a pilot project 2 years ago, and the community is connected for free.
If it works well, it can be replicated in other parts of the country.
The agreement was that in exchange for the power, the community would supply the plant with maize cobs from their harvests.
It's estimated that in a given year we can collect 144 tons of maize cobs from the community, from this community, which is enough to make us run through the year.
According to the technical director of Pamoja Limited, Jerome Nwabasa, the cobs are dried and stored away to allow them to acquire a necessary moisture content for the gasification process to take effect. This is a project that is dependent on seasons. So, inside the store are markings that are drawn to help indicate when they are running out of maize cob stock.
Go beyond level 4, just go as high as possible. But it was designed to have storage for a month. So at level 4, we know that we have backup for a month.
The electricity is switched on between 6 p.m. and midnight, largely because residents are out in their gardens during the day. It takes between 7 to 8 sacks of maize cobs, equivalent to 20 kilograms, to provide 6 hours of light. The process of generating the electricity is labor-intensive and therefore demands that the machine is continuously fed with the cobs. The entire process of gasification technically starts in this hopper.
As the gases are burning, as the maize cobs are burning down there, there is some heat that will come up by radiation and dry the maize cobs at the top.
According to Nwabasa, the chemistry involved in this process dictates that the more the moisture content, the poorer the gas you will get. Hence, drying must be thorough. It takes an hour for a single sack to burn before another is added. After drying, the cobs are turned into charcoal through a process called pyrolysis, and then combustion at 800 to 1000 degrees Celsius takes place in a continuous process. This then goes through the reactor and later into a reduction zone, which gives off a burning gas, as Nwabasa explains.
Temperature, you're going to reduce your gas from carbon dioxide and from steam to just hydrogen and carbon monoxide. And the combination of those two gases is called producer gas.
This gear motor is used to pull out the charcoal that will have piled up. The biochar is scooped out and dried to create another byproduct called charcoal that they are now selling as an alternative form to firewood. A venturi connects the hooper and sucks out the gas. A blower sucks out any bad particles that may have come along with this process. At the end, when one turns on this tap, the kind of flame that you see will tell if the gas is good enough.
If it's a light blue flame, or during the day, if it's an invisible flame, then we know that it's good enough.
The amount of gas is regulated by these engines to control how much electricity is later given out. What the residents finally see at night is a result of a process that goes on for between 2 to 4 hours. Out of this innovation is a light that has left a sparkle in the hearts of many residents here. And so, when the sun goes down, it is bliss for them. It is difficult to imagine that this maize cob can be taken through a process that will give off gas and later turn into electricity. So the next time you think about throwing this maize cob, think about a possibility of electricity. Sheila Nduhukire, NTV, Muduma, PG District.